What's up, Manna Church? Welcome to Morning Manna. We're picking up right where we left Samson, and our hero is at his wedding feast. In this scene, Samson gives a riddle to some of the men of the city who put a wager on it. They have to answer it during the time of the feast, which would have been 7 days. And the prize would have been 30 linen garments and 30 changes of clothes. So I don't know if they had like some Manna merch or some rings and robes, but people were trying to get these clothes from Samson. So the guys were unable to explain the riddle. The men actually threatened Samson's wife and persuaded her to find out the answer. So because of the threats, her countrymen, again, Samson's wife, she begins to weep and she's questioning her husband's love for her. She's like demanding that he tell her the answer to the riddle. So Samson bends to her manipulation and explains the riddle. And as expected, she quickly provides her countrymen with the answer. We then see these men explain the riddle to Samson, and he killed 30 men and gave their garments to the men who correctly answered the riddle. Like, this thing is getting worse and worse. He then leaves. He leaves his wife and returns to his father's house. I think there's some betrayal there. And in that transaction, his wife is actually given to his friend. So after an interval, Samson returns to see his wife, and imagine finding out this news in that moment. When he learns that she's been given to another man, Samson burns the fields of the Philistines. I mean, this dude has some anger issues. And ultimately, the Philistines would retaliate. And here's where I see this reoccurring motive in Samson's narrative begin to poke its ugly head. Samson's betrayal at the hands of those who were closest to him, I think it kind of got him stuck in this cycle of ongoing shame. He went from fame to shame throughout his narrative. You ever feel that way? Like the relationships around you are falling apart? Maybe there's some past hurt, some broken confidence, betrayal. Our devotions with the Lord are the place and the space for us to allow the Holy Spirit to examine our hearts, to examine our minds, and to reveal the baggage we may be carrying. Maybe in this moment right now, He's telling you to forgive someone. Listen to His prompting and follow His prescriptions. Vengeance is His. Now, Samson's second betrayal, it comes at the hands of the men of Judah when they arrested him and they hand him over to the Philistines. And the final betrayal takes place in the story of Delilah. But we'll cover that back here tomorrow.